Well, I never came here to make the playoffs. I came here to be involved in a cup process, and that goes from scouting, from drafting, from development, from analytics, from putting an off-ice team together, an on-ice team together. So I love to win. I have a burning desire to win. But I also want to win in the end. I don't want to just get in the playoffs. I want to win. I want to be here with these guys. We want to build a team off the ice and on the ice that the fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs can be proud of. We have to create an environment that's safe for players. And what I mean by that is when you win every day, it becomes pretty safe for the players. Right now, it's a hard spot. It's tough. We're going to change that, but it's going to take time. As a coach, you're in the day-to-day winning business. You understand it. I've been in a long time. On game day, I'll be short-sighted for sure, but I got a big picture in mind. So does Shani. So does Larry. So do the people on our staff, and that's where we're going. But if you think there's no pain coming, there's pain coming.
Rosie.
Hi, Rosie DeMano from the Toronto Star. What were you fearful of coming here today? And you just mentioned it, I don't know if you were joshing, whatever. And also in the larger picture, what were your anxieties, if you had any, about coming here?
Well, fear, I think, is a great thing. Some people wouldn't, but you know, I tell this story lots. In 1997, I was bear hunting. I got the call, and they said, you're going to coach the World Junior team. And right away, I thought, oh, my God, they just won 4 or 5 in a row. What did I get myself into? When Steve Yzerman had me in his office and sat me down and said, Mike, you're going to coach the 2010 Olympic team. When I got to my truck, I thought, I'm scared to death. What did I get myself into? In 2014, the same thing. I meant that was exhilarating. It's about being alive, I think. And at 52, I'm not ready to die. I want to get on with it here. And so what I tried to tell you earlier was that, to me, that's the message to my children. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about trying to maximize your potential, squeeze every ounce out of yourself. It's about trying to get better. I think that's the process. When I talked to Shani, that's what I heard. I heard we were going to be in a process. What I like about what the board has done here is they've made a commitment. They've made a long-term commitment. And in turn, I've made a long-term commitment to the Leafs. And our plan is to grow the team.
Mike?
Mike Brophy, NHL.com. Last year when the ship started to sink here, it seemed like the leadership group were the first ones to bail. I'm wondering what your expectations are for a leadership group.
Well, I've been real fortunate to have great leaders, you know, been around great people, Stevie and Nick Lidstrom, and then our group there in Detroit, Datsuk and Zetterberg and Cromwell. To be honest with you, they've packed me around for 10 years, those guys, and so I'm forever indebted to those guys. We have good people here. We're going to acquire good people, and we're going to make them better. And, you know, I'm a school teacher. That's what I am, real simply. And I believe your job is to make people around you better. I'm real proud of the fact over the 10 years that I was in Detroit, we helped players get better. I think we got 5 coaches, if not now, that right away shortly, 5 head coaches in the National Hockey League. We got Stevie and Jimmy Nill running teams. We got people all over. You develop people, and you develop leadership. But what we are going to be is we're going to be men. We're going to be straight up and honest, and we're going to take responsibility for how hard we play. That doesn't mean I guarantee you success every night, but we're going to be responsible for what we do and how we play, and we're going to have good people here. You don't win without good people. We're going to have good people.
Mike, Simon Dingley from CBC National TV News. Congratulations. Welcome to Toronto. This may be a question actually for Brendan as well. You broke the bank with this contract. How can any coach, you know, justify and earn this kind of a contract?
Well, I'd like to answer that question, Shani.
Go ahead.
To me, it's real simple. Is the contract is simply a commitment from the Maple Leafs to success. They've made a long-term commitment to me, So I understand totally they're committed to the process. That to me what it's all about. I don't know if my truck will fit here, but normally I drive a Ford 150 and I'll still be driving one. I don't know if you can get it around. It was hard to get down here today, so we'll see.
Ken Campbell.
Mike, Ken Campbell from the Hockey News. Is there anything in your contract, Mike, that stipulates that you have any say in player personnel decisions? And are you prepared to see this rebuilding process through in terms of being patient with, you know, the first couple of years maybe not having the success that you're used to having?
I'm totally committed to that. I have nothing in my contract about that. Hunson, Dubes, and Shanny and the group were committed to doing this. We understand what the process is and what you're going to have to do to make it happen. And Mark Hunter is a guy I have an absolute ton of respect for, have for a long, long time. He gets players. The only way you can get players is by having draft picks. We have to get him draft picks.